Now Rudolph. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. But you look at this defense. Currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be #1 and be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we really got something to talk about.
That's the challenge. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They come up short here on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. But a little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing now is Locke. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. .46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held it, they might go for it again.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Rudolph looking to throw it. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, you think about what it's taken to get to this point. The Giants and the Jets, obviously historic franchises, shared the stadium for years, never felt fully right. Well, now you got 2 New York teams with 2 different homes. And this team in Brooklyn, I'll tell you what, walking in, seeing the excitement on the fans' faces, they are ready to embrace a team here in Brooklyn, and this should be a fun experience to watch unfold. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Here's Rudolph. And his throw is incomplete. When you look at this defense, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time.
Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick 6, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they've got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for 6? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll get this to the 24, and it's second down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now it's Rudolph. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
At their own 17-yard line.
On first down, Locke. Caught. It's Wilson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. A give running right, Gibson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 1. They'll run with Gibson. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Locke now on 1st down. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Over the middle, complete. That's Montgomery. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Locke going to throw. Montgomery, another target and catch. And he goes out right around the 39. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
Back to throw, Rudolph. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Rudolph looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Rudolph now to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Rudolph. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
This will be fielded at the 17. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And that will come the offense as they take over.
23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. This one taken in by Olave. These are his numbers from last week's contest. Now you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw right there they want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. That complete to Downs. So no gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
17 yards. And an Albuquerque first down.
Locke looks to throw it again. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Here's Locke. Connecting over the middle with Downs. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
4 yards. First down, Aviators.
From the gun, it's Locke. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They look to throw. It's Locke. Touchdown! David Montgomery from 6 yards away. And the Aviators take a 3-touchdown lead. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Extra point try now for Patterson. And it is now 21-0. So that drive 7 plays in length. And the final act was the David Montgomery touchdown reception. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next.
And it's a fumble, and this is picked up by the defense, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, You go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. From the gun on third down, it's Rudolph. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this will be taken at the 13. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Albuquerque offense out to take over now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
And an Albuquerque first down.
Here's Locke to throw. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From midfield, here's Locke. That's Olave bringing in another one. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Block now to throw. He finds Wilson. Touchdown! Garrett Wilson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Aviators are able to add on to their first half lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it is 28-0. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Rudolph throwing on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 At the 46-yard line.
Rudolph looking to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Quality coverage that time to slow down what's been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
Throwing on third down, here's Rudolph. He finds his target, Beckham. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here's A.J. Cole down. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Now this offense and Garrett Wilson headed back out. He's delivered a solid performance so far here in the second quarter.
Everything has been good for him. And right now, if you're on defense, you don't want it to go to great. So you have to just change up coverages and looks on him all the time. Press coverage sometimes, back off and play some man, show some zone, double team him, make him really work for each and every catch.
He's hit the end zone once. Maybe there's more in the tank. Second down and a yard. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Number 17, Garrett Wilson. A gain of a yard. And an Albuquerque first down.
To throw it is Locke. Going right back to Wilson. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now second and
From the
6.
23, here's second and 6. Now Locke. And his pass incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Oh, that's a nice job of clearing space in the middle of the field for your tight end. He's going to start behind the line and run an angle route, hoping to kind of get lost in the middle of the field. And this is put right on him, and he's able to pick up a first down.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Coverage by Byron Murphy.
Locke gonna throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Locke again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down to the 10. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. On play action, Locke. And fights him off. And it's caught. Touchdown. Hayden Hurst. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Aviators go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now.
Nighthawks, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Taken down at the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On first down, it's Rudolph. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. From the red zone now, Rudolph. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Rudolph. Now they go screen. It's complete. Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown. And the Nighthawks are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. It's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And running with power here. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now this offense and Garrett Wilson headed back out. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the second quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done, and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Second and 10.
Second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing now is Locke. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Jimmy Ward there defensively.
Locke running right on the option. Room here to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Throw out right, pulled in by Downs.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 45-yard line.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports half.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Unable to corral him, he fights through.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 3.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Short throw underneath to Hurst. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Aviators.
Here's Locke. Again, that's Hurst. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Again, 11 on the play. And an Albuquerque first down.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now a play fake, and here's Locke.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Connecting over the middle with Downs.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Again, it's Locke. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Locke staying put. 4th down, and they're going for it.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here's A.J. Cole now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
The Albuquerque offense out to take over now.
And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride the offense this go around. On 2nd down, here's Locke. Wilson's got it complete.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL. But if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Play action. It's Rudolph. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Rudolph.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Albuquerque offense out to take over now. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there, it was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On 1st down, Locke.
He finds Wilson.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
They look to throw. It's Locke. And that is taken in by Hurst.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Locke. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's Locke to throw.
He'll get this underneath to Montgomery.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Running for it, Montgomery. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Locke going to throw. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
First down, Albuquerque.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. David Montgomery with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Aviators have taken a 5-touchdown lead. So I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you. No question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Rudolph now to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Rudolph looking to throw it. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Albuquerque offense out to take over now.
And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now Locke. Short throw underneath to Hurst. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First down, Aviators.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Nighthawks 7.
Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Automatic first down.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Now it's Rudolph. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Rudolph looking to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
Rudolph. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35.
Again, it's Rudolph. And that is caught. It's Davis. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up 2nd down. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
It's now 3rd and
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Nighthawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Carlson now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Albuquerque offense out to take over now. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
65 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a pickup of 6.
Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Handoff comes to Montgomery. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive.
Read option, here's Montgomery.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show off their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 8.
At the 31-yard line.
A give. This is Montgomery. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, You never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. On first down, Rudolph. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 9 at the 18-yard line.
Here's Rudolph. He completes it to Beckham. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Rudolph. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Back to the air, Rudolph. Again, it's OBJ, back-to-back catches. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
11 more yards. That's another Brooklyn first down.
On first down, it's Rudolph. Completes it to Aguilar. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Rudolph. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That's good for 28 yards. With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Albuquerque, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Brooklyn, they'll fall to 1-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.